Happy Saturday, guys. Happy weekend. How's everybody doing? So yeah, I just got back from the grocery store where me and my wife stocked up on snacks and beer for our little upcoming road trip this week to the mountains. Yeah, so I got a lot of Sour Patch Kids and Cheez-Its and Fritos and Java update available, and what else? What else did I get? My brain is fried. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. The Confusing Llama, ATAT Chat, Zane Z, Luke Skywalker Indoor, Alex Godsey, Jack Campbell, Goofy Diudo, Jason Rodriguez, what's up, man? DeBalls, what's up, DeBalls? Knighthood02, everyone that I did not mention, welcome to the stream. I also got 4 6-packs of beer. See, what we do is we get a cabin, we hang out, we drink some beers. We usually bring our own local stuff, drink that, and then the next day we go into town and find the actual like cabins, local breweries and beer and stuff like that. So super pumped, man, super pumped. Everything a millennial needs. What is Knighthood? I'm curious. What's the age range for millennials? You know, I'm 32. Am I technically a millennial? I've never looked into it. Never looked into it. Just got a new headset. No way better of trying them out by watching some HelloGreedo. Nice, man. Jackson. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. You want to see the difference in my stuff? So right now you're listening to my mixing board with my Rode microphone. I probably need to remix it. I don't know where it's at right now. Let me switch over to my headset. Test, test, test. I think that worked. Can you guys hear me? Is it different? You guys hear me? Okay, let me switch it back. Streaming. Oh shit. I hope. Is that bad? I think I turned it back to the right one. I hope so. Anyway, welcome to the stream, guys. Will you address the Droidica fiasco, or the subreddit has called it Droidica Gate North Polar? What's going on? I haven't heard anything about it. The only thing that I can think of is that there's like 3 or 4 days ago, I think Elliot from Battlefront Updates tweeted something about that as a Droidica or something like that. That's the only, I don't know. What's the latest and greatest in the Battlefront 2 world? I'm 22, I'm a millennial. So, hey Greedo, millennials age from 1981 to 1996. Oh, really, Max? I didn't know that. Interesting. 81 to 96, okay. So what's after that? I'm curious. I don't really know. That's interesting. I would have thought it would have gone later, you know, into the 2000s too. Interesting. Look at Ben Walk's Twitter or... okay, I'll check it out, Nor. Have I ever been to Greenville, South Carolina? It's been a long time, Alan. It's been a very long time. I have actually some family that lives in South Carolina, but I'm talking like over 15 years since the last time I've been to that part of South Carolina. Yeah. Generation Z, which goes from 95 to 2010. Interesting. Who names these, Max? I'm curious. I'm curious. The Battlefront subreddit is going crazy with memes. So, what's the deal? Somebody just a recap what the hell is going on with the Droidica thing and Ben. I'm curious. Oh, let me think of... Yeah, I got sea salt and black cracked pepper chips. Oh my god. I got Pringles dill pickle, which I just bought because, I don't know, sounds interesting. I'm sure some asshole came up with it and everybody buys it as a novelty. Oh! Wait, did we hear the Death Star alarm? Nope, there we go. John Patrick Alexander, thank you so much for becoming the latest and greatest member of the HelloGreedo Fleet. The Fleet is what I call my monthly sponsors, man. So welcome to the Fleet. Can everybody do me a big favor in the live stream chat and say welcome to the Fleet, John Patrick Alexander? That would mean the world to me. But John, thank you so much. Yeah, so I do monthly Q&As, monthly like supporter streams, Q&As, and then you also get a special kind of role in the HelloGreedo Discord server, so you can connect your YouTube and your Discord accounts and get that. But I appreciate it, man. I know, damn. Yeah, I appreciate that support. I truly do. Welcome to the Fleet. I need to record... The Death Star alarm is cool, John, but I need to record myself. You go by John or John Patrick, so I know for the future. But yeah, the Death Star alarm is cool and all, but I want to record myself, like, going like, welcome to the Fleet, motherfucker, or something stupid, you know? Just something dumb. Oh. What's up, Andy? Gotcha, punk. That'd be a kick-ass ringtone. Your phone's ringing, motherfucker. Oh, whoa. That was weird. John Patrick preferred. Cool. I will remember that forever and ever. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If you didn't go by John Patrick, you would just probably just have John Alexander, right? That makes sense. What other snacks did I get today? God damn. I'm hungry, that's why I'm talking about it. Where am I getting killed from? Pringles, chips, Fritos, M&Ms. Oh, and a big, like a giant 2-gallon size plastic container full of pretzel bites with peanut butter inside of them. Oh, Christ. Oh, good. Oh, good. As long as it's not JP. Alright, I'll make sure not to do that. Man. Do you like reptiles? Interesting. As pets? I've never had one. I've never really... man, I've never had any friends, I don't think, that have had, like, reptiles as pets either. Oh, why did I turn on the console? There we go. So, I mean, yeah.
I like all animals. I'm not opposed to any animal. I am a friend of all creatures. Yeah, I'm not opposed to all animals.
Never really used chat before on stream, so... What's up, Luke? Welcome. I don't know where I'm getting... Every time I run around a corner, I'm either getting killed from behind or above, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Just got my monopod in the... Oh, nice. Mail for a celebration. Now I just need to buy an editing laptop, and we should be set on vlogging gear. Nice, man. That's cool. I find that, you know, the few, like, conventions or... where in the fuck am I getting killed from? The few conventions that I've been to, or... Yeah, whenever I'm somewhere and I plan on shooting video or anything like that, I always just end up not. For whatever reason. It's like... Sorry, guys. My buddy hiked the entirety of the Appalachian Trail. It took him, I think, 4.5 months. It's from Georgia to Maine. And I went up and hiked 40 miles, the first 40 miles with him. Picked him up from the airport and hiked 40 miles with him and then drove back home. But I had big ambitions to, like, you know, I brought every SD card that I had. I brought all of my fucking camera lenses. I brought my DSLR. I brought my tripod. I brought everything, all my camera equipment. I bought my Rode shotgun microphone. Did I use any of it? The first day I did, and then I realized I don't want to deal with this bullshit.
How's your day? Do you think
oh, shit.
you could get on Discord and move 6 foot an hour? Friend Master built up the mod hook. Also, Liam stepped down.
I saw that, Sully. I talked to him about it. Sully Hogs, thank you so much for the first super chat and the first channel support. Well, first super chat of the live stream. I greatly appreciate that, man. Hey, yo, bud. How's your day? Do you think you could get on Discord and move 6 foot and our friend Master built up to modhood? Also, Liam stepped down. Yeah, I did talk to Liam, and it was a good conversation, and I told, you know, yeah. One of the best. I mean, he's such a good dude. Such a good dude, and without him, the server certainly wouldn't exist. And he's welcome back anytime, of course. But yeah, man, I thought 6 foot was already a mod. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. And to answer your question, my day's going great. My wife worked today from 9 to 1, and then we went to the store, and that has been it. And now I'm streaming. But yeah, man, I'll knock that out for sure. Let me. Where's my phone? Let me see how this works. Remind me in 45 minutes. No. Shit, I already fucked that up.
Sure.
No. Remind me in 55 minutes, Discord.
Okay. I'll remind you at 4:09 p.m.
Cool. 4:09 p.m. I have a horrible memory, so delete that one. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. I do that with my Siri all the time. Bootylicious Bandit. Yeah, that's basically how my life operates, man. Is I talk into my phone and then my phone reminds me of things that I forget. I have one of the worst memories. I probably inherited it from my mom. She has a bad memory too. She says it's weird. Like I think it's just like my brain. The hard drive space in my brain is filled up with just useless knowledge about movies and Star Wars and space, and whenever there's something, even something super important, I just forget. Like it's weird. It's weird. And it's not a product of getting older either. It's just like I've always had a shit memory. Oh yikes! God damn it! Might get a gimbal for the GoPro. Oh, interesting. Let me read that. Gimbal for the GoPro. Got an idea for a time-lapse shot from knee level while walking and / taking the bus to the con center, and that reminds me I need more SD cards. Yeah, you can never go. I don't know if you were here for a last stream. A couple streams ago, I went and did a little freelance photography project and for a client, and it took me like 4 hours to knock out. I came home, I took the SD card out of my DSLR, put it on my computer, unreadable. I put it back into my camera, and I had to finagle it a little bit to make it readable. But yeah, I couldn't get the pictures off. So luckily I had a cord where I could plug my camera into my computer and drag them off that way. Long story short, backup, those SD cards, man, I've had them fail. I've had them break. I've had the prongs, like the metal prongs, I don't know what you call them, the things that actually connect to the other side, just come off to one's. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But that's cool. Yeah, if you're turning into like a project like that, I like the idea of having shots. It's a good idea to have shots like already in your head, you know? It's kind of hard sometimes to plan, and because you don't exactly know where you're going to be standing and all that stuff, but having a good idea or general idea of kind of shots that you want is hugely beneficial and always makes the process go by quicker, or go faster, you know? You may not know how to box, but that doesn't mean you can't throw a good punch. Somebody's talking about punching and boxing. Not to brag, but at my buddy's bachelor party, we went and drove go-karts, and there was one of those punching bags that measures your punching, I don't know, power. And out of all of them, I had the strongest punching power. So stupid. You guys seen the leaked photos for episode 9? I did Knighthood against my will. Like, you know how you open up Instagram and you go to the little magnifying glass? I hit it, and I guess the Discovery tab or whatever, and I hit it, and there were like 3 pictures of leaked photos, and I was like, okay, it's not a big deal, but I was like, you know, normally I never seek out leaked photos of anything. And really, this is kind of the first time I've seen them infiltrate social, like, well, Instagram in that way. I avoided everything before The Last Jedi. I avoided everything for Force Awakens and all the other Star Wars movies. This was the first time that I've seen a leaked photo, like, on Instagram that, yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Are you going to be one of the stormtroopers in episode 9? I'd pay to see. I wish, man. I wish. I mean, they're filming over, like in Pinewood in England, and the location shooting and stuff like that. So, nope. This shill is still waiting for his opportunity to be a shill. That YouTuber is a shill. Why? I don't know. What's your favorite Star Wars space battle? Oren, probably, you know, man, it's hard to say, but for me, the simplicity of the A New Hope Death Star battle just takes the cake for me. I love the simplicity of it. I love the trench run. It was new and fresh, you know. It was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. I love it, yeah. Close second would be... Close second would probably be Return of the Jedi. Yeah. The Force Awakens, or not the Force Awakens, but The Last Jedi had a really, I thought the opening scene was fantastic for a Star Wars space battle. I thought it was great. Ooh, I always forget about these little Easter eggs in there. Let me see. What is that? Oh, Ian, I was reading your thing and I was like, CQC. I've never heard that as an acronym. Ian Cheaty, what's up, man? He said, Greedo, you were in the Navy, right? Don't they give you some basic close quarters combat training in basic? Like, isn't that a requirement for any armed forces in the U.S.? No. No, in Navy boot camp, you don't do anything like that. I don't know how it is now, but in Navy boot camp, you just fired a pistol and we fired a shotgun, and that was it. There was no, it was honestly kind of a pathetic introduction to all that, because you walk in and it was like such a rushed thing. You just walk in. From what I remember, I might not be remembering it correctly, but no, you don't do anything like that in boot camp. Where I did that, and this is just because I kind of had this extra duty. It's the Auxiliary Security Force. I don't know what they call it now, but it was basically at Mayport Naval Station. I would have like gate guard duty, or you know, you would do these like patrols along the border or the borders, and that's where I did that kind of stuff, like room clearing stuff. Yeah, not extensively. I had to fire like once every 2 months, I think, and I only did the room clearing drills a couple times in the 2 years that I was doing that. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know how it is in other branches. I'm assuming Army and Marines do it, maybe, depending. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of that stuff is in your like MOS or your A school, whatever Army or Navy calls it. But yeah, I have no idea. Do vids of... God damn it, man. I'm just getting slaughtered. Do vids of just your baby. She sounds adorable. Yeah. She likes talking. She's been... Yeah. She's been good. I might have her just sit there when I make videos from now on, so she's just background noise. A Sig Sauer? Terry, I've never fired one. We had just Berettas. We had Beretta 9mm, and I fired an M16. That's what we had. And we had, what kind of shotguns were they? They were, I can't remember what kind of shotguns they were. Let me look it up. It's bothering me.
I don't know.
Fly casual.
Another buddy was in the Navy too. From what he was saying, it sounds like kind of CQ training law enforcement gets.
Andy, thank you so much, Mr. Star Wars Ramblings, for the super chat and the channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Another buddy of mine was in the Navy too. From what he said, what he was saying, it sounds like the same kind of close quarters combat training law enforcement gets. That's what I did. I didn't do any of that in boot camp. That was all in ASF, Auxiliary Security Force training. I also got OC sprayed, which was the most painful thing I've. You know what? I need to upload that video. I need to upload that video and like blur everybody's face out when I got pepper sprayed. Because we had to run, not run, but we had to do kind of like a hand-to-hand combat course against like bags, you know? And then we had to take down this dude who was in this like big padded suit. We had to like wrestle him to the ground and put his hands behind his back and handcuff him. But yeah, I really, man, I should have stayed in. I should have stayed in. Just that security, man. And deployment was fun as shit. But I don't know if I could do it with a newborn, you know? I don't know if I could do it with a kid. I just miss out on so much, you know? My buddy did it right. He just retired as a chief last year. And his kids are like 3 and 6, so they'll never know him when he was gone, you know? But yeah, I appreciate that, Andy. I can't imagine they do any of that stuff still. I mean, the vast majority, and this isn't just for the Navy, this is like all branches of the military, but the vast majority of MOSs, or rates, as we call them in the Navy, I don't know what they call them in the Air Force. MOSs, maybe? Too? Are non-combat. They're always like support roles, you know, maintainers, yeomen, all that kind of stuff. I'd get tased another 1,000 times before even thinking about looking at OC spray again. Oh, you got OC'd? Yeah, it's no joke, man. I've never been tased. But it's kind of funny, like, when I got sprayed, I need to find that video, but when I got sprayed, I handled it worse than anybody in my little class. I don't react well with, like, I mean, it depends on the hot sauce, but sometimes, like, the super hot stuff really fucks me up. So that's OC, oleoresin capsicum, is basically like hot sauce motherfucking super condensed sprayed into your eyes. Oh, nice, Andy. Nice. So yeah, we had to run the obstacle course, and then I was waiting around for, like, I didn't trust myself driving for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because my eyes were so like puffy. And yeah, and then on my way home I had to call my buddy who lived between base and my house, and I was like, dude, I have to come like over to your place. And I just put my head in his bathtub and just, you know, it didn't help, but it, you know, I don't know. I guess it's the same kind of thing, like, they say milk helps with it, just like they say milk helps with, like, hot chicken wings, you know?
Like Formula 1, NASCAR, Motorsport, etc.
Hey, Metalia1, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. The Robot Reddit, and I Reddit too. Hello there. I was wondering if you like watching any motorsports, like Formula 1, NASCAR, Moto, GP, etc. No, man, I've never gotten into it. That being said, like, obviously I'm not opposed to it, and it's one of those kind of things where if it's on, or if there's an event, or if I have tickets. I've been given tickets to the Daytona 500 through the military. This was in like 2007, and I had a blast. That was the first time I'd ever been to an event like that. So no, I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a fan. I don't know any drivers. I don't know. You know, I'm not into it at all, really. I don't know why I never got into it, but Yeah, the Daytona 500 was interesting when I went. So, again, this was probably 2008, actually. Yeah, it was 2008. I don't know, 2007 or 2008. It was way bigger than I expected. Oh my god, like, it was way bigger than I expected, Metalia 1. Like, I don't know if you've been to that. I don't know how the 500 compares to other races. That's literally the only one that I can think of. But holy shit, so many people. I had no idea that it fit so many people. And the noise, like, insane. And then you're able, at certain sections, you can stand, like, against the, not the railing, but it's a pretty, you know, it's a fence. It's a protective fence. But you're standing there, and the wind that whips up when you're standing there, when these cars drive by, holy shit. I mean, it's insane. I had no idea that it was so powerful. The noise is insane, the wind is insane, and if you're standing there too, like, you'll get little flakes of, I guess it's just debris. I don't know what it is, maybe rocks or just sand even, you know? Just, like, pelted. Papers will go flying, people's cups will go flying. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, long story short, no, I'm not really into it, man. Not really into it. That being said, I used to have a lot of fun trolling people in those old NASCAR games. Oh my god. Me and my buddy used to buy video games just to troll people. We bought Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 just to troll people. We bought NASCAR games just to troll people. So yeah, we would just, you know, we would turn around and go the wrong direction on the racetrack and just piss people off. Oh, I miss those days. It's like TKing in Counter-Strike. Oh, I miss being an ass. I wish I had time to troll. Whoa! Dead. Thunder 2004 was great. I don't know if I'm trying to think what year this was. Are you planning on watching the new final season of Clone Wars before starting Rebels, Zedwin? You know, probably not. I'll probably finish Clone Wars. I guess it depends on when it's coming out, but I'll probably, what I'm thinking is I'll finish Clone Wars first, and then, or, you know, what's already out, and then I'll watch Rebels. Just, you know, release order. I don't know. I guess I'll see. Come on, splash. Damn it. Poke your head out, punk. Nope. No! Woo! Oh, yo, no.
Why casual?
How much fun are you still? Having with BF2 and how excited are you for DLC?
Eric King, thank you so much for the super chat channel support. And the question that a lot of people are probably wondering. Oh, damn it. Eric, thank you so much once again. SWTOR, you've probably addressed this in another video, but how much fun are you still having with Battlefront 2, and how excited are you for new DLC? Whoa, can you guys hear that? Thunder. I didn't even realize it was storming. I still have a lot of fun with Battlefront 2. I wish it was a little more in-depth, but to tell you the truth, these are the kind of games that I primarily play. So yeah, I'll play like Counter-Strike or Insurgency or, you know, Day of Defeat or Day of Infamy. These kind of fast-paced shooters, they're what I normally play. So to have one, god damn it, to have one set in the Star Wars universe, it's a big plus. That being said, am I excited for the new DLC? Yeah. Really the two things that I'm most excited for, man, is the large scale. These guys are just wrecking us. Is the large scale game mode, and the squad mechanics, which I'm assuming the squad mechanics are being made for the large-scale game mode. I'm assuming it's going to be like Battlefield where you can spawn on your squad commander. You know what I mean? Maybe. But those are really the two things that I'm most excited for. Yes, Geonosis is going to be coming out. Do we know what that's going to be for? If it's for Galactic Assault, I mean, whatever. Galactic Assault was fun for the first couple months, and now I just kind of like running and gunning, and Extraction and Blast and Strike is kind of where my brain is at. But yeah, long story short, I'm still having fun. It's fun to stream. It's one of the more, I mean, you guys have probably, if you haven't, but well, some of you probably haven't, but if you've ever watched me play other games on streams, like Republic Commando or even the old Republic, you know, games that require a little more attention, I usually am even worse at playing those or even paying attention to the chat, you know what I mean? So Battlefront is like the perfect fast-paced shooter that I can play and still pay attention to a live stream chat, if that makes sense. But Eric, I appreciate it, man. And I hope everybody's excited for the DLC coming out. I know there's been a lot of just kind of, I don't even know what to call it. Not mismanagement, but a lot of, I don't know. I give Ben credit. God damn it. You can tell that maybe there's stuff behind the scenes that's holding him back from. Well, I don't want to even speculate on this, but I think he wants to be as honest and upfront as humanly possible with all this stuff. You know, he doesn't seem like the.
Fly casual.
I don't even know how to put this. Woo! Damn it. AT chat, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support, man. Greatly appreciate that. I'm going to use your video, your starter kit, your YouTube hating Star Wars starter kit video. I better order it today. I hate it. Everything new sucks. AT chat, thank you so much, man. Hey, Greedo, ever play Limbo? Thinking of buying it today. It's a side scroller, looks really creepy. Cheers, man. Yeah, I think let me Google that. I don't know if that's the one that I have on the Xbox that somehow I got for free. Did they make a second Limbo? If so, I think let me see. Well, no, I don't think so. No, I've never played it. It's one that's. I'm thinking of Inside. Okay. They have to be made by the same people, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Inside. This one I got for free on like the Xbox Live Store at one point, I think. No, but yeah, I've never played it. But dude, those are the kind of games that I have been playing lately, just because, you know, the puzzles, they're fun, they're kind of easy to just jump into when you have a baby and you put her down and you just want to play for like 20 minutes. That's one that's always kind of intrigued me. I didn't realize it came out in 2010. I thought it was a lot newer than that. Interesting. One that I would recommend is it called Untangled? Or something. Let me see. No. Shit. Puzzle, yarn, game. Unravel. Unravel 2. I've never played the first one, but Unravel 2 has been a lot of fun. I've been slowly burning through it for like the past month and a half or so. Just, you know, whenever I want to play something easy peasy. With a little bit of kind of brain power behind it. Yeah, Unraveled's a lot of fun. But yeah, get Limbo. Get Limbo. Unraveled. Everybody's yelling Unraveled. Yeah. AT-AT. Also, if you're into like kind of puzzle games, There's a game that I've recommended for a couple years now called the SWTOR. Yeah, it's called the SWTOR, and how do I explain it? So, I mean, you can look it up, but I'll try to explain it for people. So you're like this astronaut, you're exploring this weird ass space station, and the puzzles are all based off you cloning yourself with this cloning gun. So you can clone yourself up to 4 times, I think, and you can swap, hence the name of the game, SWTOR, swap between clones if they are in your line of sight. So you have to try to figure out, and all the clones move the same way that you move, if that makes sense. So you have to kind of figure out it's a really challenging game. It's really fun. The atmosphere of it is like unbeatable in like fun, funky sci-fi video games. Absolutely. Absolutely. The SWTOR. Aishi, you often speak about a Skyrim free world Star Wars game. If one was made, what era would you prefer it to take place in? What's up, Sapity? What do you think, man? What do you think? What do you think? Original trilogy. The idea of a open world Skyrim whatever game just appeals to me endlessly in the original trilogy era. Just like the dirt and grime of Tatooine. Man, it would be so awesome. Yeah. I mean, any era I'd be fine with, but just right off the bat, obviously, me being an OT, original trilogy purist, Disney shill, Lucas hating prequel basher, OT, all the way, right? OT era is overused. In video games? Okay. Oh shit. Really? That's a weird spawn spot. That was really dumb. I just want to say that I love your vid. And quick question: is Empire propaganda coming back? Love those old vids. Darren Adams. Oh, one sec, Darren.
Fly casual.
5 more episodes until great.
What's up, William? Good to see you, man. 1 second. Empire propaganda coming back. Yes, actually, I actually started writing another Empire propaganda video well before my daughter was born. It's just a matter of me really, honestly, what kind of prevents me from just continuously making those videos over and over again is putting on my armor. I don't want to make them where I'm just wearing the helmet. I want to be in full armor for the, you know, for the effect, really, of me being a stormtrooper in the video, playing soldier, you know, playing stormtrooper. But yeah, no, it's definitely not a dead series. Those are some of my favorite series or videos that I've made. And dude, like my first Empire propaganda video is still my channel introduction video, which I have been wanting to make a channel intro video. You know how some YouTubers have like, "Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Tom. I make videos. Nice to meet you." I've always wanted to do like a little channel introduction video, and I don't know why I've never have. Yeah. William Aguilar, 5 more episodes until Umbara and great arcs after. Nice, man. I'm trying to think. So there was a battle. So the Younglings, and then the Battle of something. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, wrong button. Clone Wars list. So, oh, Mount Cala. Okay. Battle of Mount Cala. So I have Bound for Rescue, A Necessary Bond, and then Battle of Mount Cala starts. Water War, Gungan Attack, and Prisoners. Okay, nice. Man, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. What if I just make a really dumb joke out of the Umbara videos? I just upload, like, a really stupid joke video. It'd probably piss people off, right? I might do it. Here's my Umbara video, and it's just endlessly loading and it never starts up. And then the next day I actually upload an Umbara video. That would be super clickbaity. I'm not gonna do that, guys. Neville Kitchen, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. The robot did not read it, and I don't know if you meant to type a message on there or not. But if you didn't, I greatly appreciate that silent support all the same, man. I truly do. And if you did mean to type a message in the chat, I will keep my eye on the chat. And if I see your name pop up, I'll read your question. But I appreciate that, man. Oh, somebody asked about Star Wars science video. I don't know who it was, but they asked what weren't I gonna... It might have been... Can't remember. Somebody asked in the chat if I'm gonna scroll up. Can I Control F science? Yeah. Weren't you gonna have a Star Wars science video out? Bootylicious Bandit. Yes, actually. You want to hear some of it? Let's see. I'm like halfway done with it, and it's just I made the first half first just to kind of pep myself up.
Everyone in Star Wars hopped around the galaxy willy-nilly, no problem, just smash. A complicated question. First, what is the speed of light? The speed of light is 186,000 miles. It's measuring distances in miles and suburbs. If you were to travel at the speed of light,
it's basically
galaxies, each with hundreds of billion to our galaxy, which is the very edge of the now observable. So much about our has ever gone was during Young and Eugene Cernan.
So it's basically a light speed science video. Yeah, I'm hoping to have it out this coming week, but I said that last week too. The problem is that it's very, very easy for me to go down a rabbit hole when I make those Star Wars science videos because, there's always new research. There's always new things people are talking about, especially in the field of like astrophysics and light speed and that kind of stuff. So you want to get the information right, but then I don't want to bog down the video with like, is it really necessary to talk about it? It might not be necessary, but it would be interesting to talk about like relativity, right? So I've been just kind of reading about relativity and researching that to add to my light speed video, which is probably unnecessary. But I went down this rabbit hole of research, and I kind of just want to add it to my video now, So it's just like, yeah. What I originally anticipate being like a 4-minute video ends up being like a 10-minute video. You know what I mean? Oh, I see you guys. I see you punks. I see you punks. No way, he's gonna kill me. There we go. Sullyhogs, thank you so much for the continued channel support and super chat donation, man. I greatly appreciate that. Greedo, you need to read Lost Stars. It's awesome. That is without a doubt I'll say that's the #1 book that people have recommended to me. I own it on, I own it physically. I own the hardback book of it. But I don't know if I'll ever read it hardback. I have my Kindle now, and it's just so goddamn convenient. So I'm probably gonna do the dumb thing and own it physically and own it digitally. But I'll end up reading it for sure. Sully. Oh shit. Everybody, if you guys have read any new canon Star Wars books, type them in the chat. I want to hear your favorite. Just your favorite. Just your favorite. Just the one that you recommend. I'm reading Thrawn right now. I'm like 70% through with it. So, yeah. But yeah. After Thrawn, I'm probably going to read either a Stephen King book or there's a book called Life 3.0. It's by an MIT professor, a cosmologist. And it's all about kind of the prediction, the future of artificial intelligence and its impact on humanity and everything like that. Yeah. Lost Stars, Thrawn is pretty damn good. Phasma's great. Ahsoka. Oh yeah, I forgot they made an Ahsoka book. Oh. Did I get both of them? Nope. Damn. Thrawn Alliances. Yeah, I'll probably wait to read another Thrawn book when I'm done with this one. I kind of like to... I like the idea of just jumping around. That's why it's like... You know, I finished a book called... God damn it, what's it called? The Naturalist? Is that what it was called? Or is that the name of the series? Yeah, The Naturalist. Let me make sure that... Yeah, by Andrew Mayne. And it was really good. It's kind of like a murder mystery, but... Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, a murder mystery, we'll just say that. And it's really good, but there's 2 other books in the series, and I want to read them, but, you know, once you read, for me at least, once I read a book, I kind of want to change the genre or the variety. You know, I want a little variety after the fact, a little break from what I just read. I can't really just flow right into the next book of a series for whatever reason, even if I'm just like 100% super into it. Terry, you've been saying use the SIG nonstop. I thought you were talking about the SIG, like a pistol, SIG Sauer. I like what I like, man. I'm gonna play Extraction. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna play Extraction. What was that? Some Halo guy uses footage of him at a computer with the helmet on, but he's really not showing his face in real time on the screen. Like me? I wonder who did it first. I didn't get this idea from anybody. I wonder who did it first, though. Done it like, when I first do this, like 2 years ago? I'm curious. Calm the fuck down, Terry. Don't be a silly internet person. Lost Stars is my favorite so far, CJ. Yeah, you know, man, I'm trying to think the next Star Wars book that I do read. And Lost Stars is probably the one that... Man. See, I'm definitely not going to read a Star Wars book next. I'm going to read something different, but... The next Star Wars book that I do read, man, it'll probably be Lost Stars, yeah. I'm trying to think. Are there any about characters that, well, I don't know.
Love the channel, Greedo. What's your thoughts on the Star Wars Resistance trailer?
DZ Ball Z, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support, man. The robot read it, and I'm going to read it too. The robot's still echoing, right? Need to figure that stupid shit out. Love the channel, Greedo. Thank you, sir. What's your thoughts on the Star Wars Resistance trailer? I thought it looked, well, first of all, the animation style is right up my alley. I dig it. Like I said in one of my videos, it reminds me of Titan AE plus Borderlands plus a Scanner Darkly, that cel-shaded kind of animation. It seems like a lot of people have a problem with the animation, which I guess I get it. You know, everybody has their own style or whatever you want to call it of what they like, but animation style has never once dictated my enjoyment of it. I mean, have you guys ever like been not wanted to watch a show because of the animation style? That is not what brings me to a show. Even if, you know, I do like the animation style of this, but that's not what brings me to it. I mean, it could be fucking blocks and circles. As long as the story's good, I'd be fine with it, right? I think it looks good. But, no, oh, one sec.
Fly casual.
Hello, Greedo. Sorry to intrude. Already sent you a
Oh shit.
message.
Roger that, Neville. Let me do an Control F. No, oh, nice. Okay, cool. I'll see it. Give me one sec, Neville. But, yeah, DZ Ball, I think it looks good. I think it looks fun. I think it looks exactly kind of what I was expecting. Like I said, honestly, when I watched the last episode of the Clone Wars that I watched, I laughed to myself because people were complaining about Star Wars Resistance looking too kiddie or too childish or too adolescent. I can't. It needs to be made for me. And the last episode of the Clone Wars had fucking a Build-A-Bear lightsaber workshop with a droid who assembled lightsabers and 6 kids who were going to build their own lightsaber. It was the most, like, without a doubt, the most I'm not complaining about it. I enjoyed the episode, but it was the most childish episode of the Clone Wars so far. The droid loses his head in his arms and is able to do karate kicks and beat up pirates that way. Super kiddie. And I laughed because, you know, people with, like, Clone Wars avatars will complain about Resistance looking too childish. Well, at the same time, there's a lot of kiddie, stuff in the Clone Wars, and to say that it's not geared towards kids is fucking dumb. It's just dumb. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It looks fun. It looks goofy and silly. Just like, I don't know if you guys were around when they first announced the Clone Wars, but, you know, most people were like, really? An animated Clone Wars show? That sounds dumb. Turns out to be one of the people's favorite things in the fandom. Same with Rebels. When Rebels came out, go read some articles around that time, or YouTube comments around that time. Oh, this looks like shit. This looks like shit. Blah, 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 blah. Turns out, most people like it. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. But I appreciate that channel support, man. I hope I answered your question. And HelloGreedo. Neville, let me go back up to where I saw your message. HelloGreedo, love your latest YouTube video on, real Stormtrooper reacts to Star Wars. Totally LOL. Any more forthcoming within the future? In that kind of series, in that kind of
I don't know.
thing? Oh, one sec, Neville.
Why casual?
Yo, non-Star Wars book to read. The subtle art of not giving AF asterisk quote. It's the anti-self-help book. Freaking fantastic.
Nice. Star Wars Ramblings. Thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. Players need it. You know what? I got 5 minutes left. I'm just going to hang out with you guys, all right? I couldn't find an extraction game anyway. The episode with younglings was charming, not childish. There's a difference. What? Fucking God. Semantics. That's what drives me fucking crazy, man. People, when I tweeted that out, people were like, you can't, don't judge the show by one arc. Well, don't judge a show by a 1-minute trailer. People are silly as fuck. I don't know. Neville, yes, that series, I think I'm going to turn that into a series. Stormtrooper reacts to real life, real Star Wars. But I also have a Darth Vader helmet, and I think it'd be fun to do Darth Vader reacts to movie Darth Vader. I have a Greedo mask, and I think it'd be fun. Real Greedo reacts to movie Greedo. I have a Jar Jar Binks mask. That one might be fun. What else? I have a TIE pilot mask. That would be fun too. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities in that kind of like that bubble of, or that real life Stormtrooper or whatever reacts to movie. So I'll probably end up doing another, even another Stormtrooper one with another movie would be fun. But yeah, Neville, I hope I answered your question. Yeah, definitely. I will say this about any type of video or any series I've ever made on my channel. There could always be a second video in the series. The problem is that sometimes I forget that series exists. And then I'm like, oh shit, I can do a morning coffee, a couple morning coffee videos. Those are fun to write. I got some ideas, I forget things exist on my channel, and then I always end up bringing them back, But Star Wars Ramblings, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support. Yo. Non-Star Wars book to read, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's the anti-self-help book. Fucking fantastic. Let's see. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Who's this by? Mark Manson. Let's see. In this generation-defining self-help guide, a superstar blogger cuts through the crap to show us how to stop trying to be positive all the time so that we can truly become better, happier people. We've been told that positive thinking in a rich life. Fuck positivity, Mark Manson says. Let's be honest, shit is fucked. And all right, I might have to check this out. That actually kind of sounds fun to be on an audiobook. Honestly. Something like that would be fun to listen to. If it's like humorous, you know, if the audiobook is done well. I'll have to check that out. I'm assuming this is in the humor section, right? Let's see. Oh, maybe it's in like this actual self-help section.
One criticism
Oh, it is.
I've often heard about the Saint is that it's uncreative because it rehashes. The Empire versus the Rebellion conflict. That it's not new enough.
GameStation 3, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support. Give me 1 sec.
Why casual?
Ever watch The Loud House? Great show. Open mouth smile.
Movie Critic Dude, thank you so much as well. Give me 1 second, man. But yeah, Andy, I might check that out. It's kind of funny that is actually in the self-help. I've never read any book in a self-help. Well, you know, I don't know where's like Kevin Smith's book in Barnes and Noble. I don't know. Okay, you listen to the Audible version? I might check that out. I think Amazon Prime members get something with Audible for free, right? I'll have to look into that. I don't know. We'll see. GameStation 3. One criticism I've often heard about the sequel trilogy is that it's uncreative because it rehashes the Empire versus Rebellion conflict, that it's not new enough. Yep, that was one of my biggest complaints as well when the sequel trilogy first kicked off. I mean, dude, they have another Death Star. That's one of the most just kind of like eye-rolling things in the entire sequel trilogy, right? Yeah, do I wish there was more, how do I put this, more depth to both sides, at least an explanation of kind of what the First Order is and how it rose, and the resistance and everything. It's just, you know, they seem like they're put together with scraps from the end of the Galactic Civil War, but I want to know, maybe is there canon books about this? You know, I haven't really looked into it, but yeah, that was one of the biggest things that I had a problem with. It's just basically Empire versus Rebels again. I don't have a problem with the ships, as I said in one of my videos recently, but just basically, yeah, it's like a soft reboot, right? I mean, especially The Force Awakens, it's like a soft reboot. But yeah, that's what without a doubt one of my biggest complaints too. It's not new enough. It's not in some book. No? Okay. I'm sure eventually, you know. I'm sure eventually that's a area that they will fill in with all sorts of stuff to think that, I mean, that's kind of how Star Wars has always been, right? Movies come out and then there's a lot of gap filling with books and comics and stuff like that. That's just kind of how everything has always been. But yeah, I'm waiting for that Snoke book. I'm curious. I'm curious. But yeah, I hope I answered your question, GameStation. I appreciate that channel support. Movie Critic Dude, ever watch The Loud House? Great show. Let me look into it. Oh, I know I never have, but I've never heard of it. The Loud House, American animated series. Wait, where's this come on? Oh, Nickelodeon, okay. Things are crowded in the Loud household. Oh, their last name is Loud. With 11 children, 10 girls, and 1 boy. Causing craziness in the house. As the only boy, 11-year-old Lincoln is in the middle of all the chaos. Whether his sisters are giving him unwanted makeovers, or he's racing them to the couch to gain control of the TV, Lincoln is often getting involved in antics with his siblings. No, I've never even heard of this, man. It came out in 2016. Interesting. I'm curious, Movie Critic Dude, if like shows like this will still be on when my daughter's old enough to kind of like watch and understand cartoons, you know? I guess I have to start looking into cartoons now. I have to gear, like, well, I was gonna say I have to gear her what she's gonna watch to something that might interest me at all, but I can't do that. I can't do that. My interests have to be her interest. But no, never heard of it, man. Never once seen it. Never once seen it. It's a show I know your kid will like. Yeah, I'm sure she will if you know it's still around. For sure. But nice. Let's open these unopened crates, and then I got a jet. Boom. That's true. That's true, unit. It really bugs me on how people still theorize about Rey's parents when The Last Jedi already shut down any chance of Rey having special parents. Daniel. Yeah, it's weird. That is one of the predictions that I got right. It's kind of interesting, man. Like, some of the things that I've talked about over the years where I would appreciate the direction going happened. And one of the biggest one is Rey's parents. That's something I've always talked about since The Force Awakens came out. I've always said I don't want her to be related to anybody. That's not important to me. Lineage is silly when it comes to the Force, in my opinion. It's not a magic power. It's not a superpower. It's not a lineage thing. It's not a bloodline, in my opinion. But, you know, the Force, you know, I don't know. My idea of the Force is more The Empire Strikes Back and less The Phantom Menace. So, yeah. But, all right, I gotta get going. Let me run down the list. Movie Critic Dude, thank you for the super chat. Oh, 1 second.
Why casual? Why casual?
I've been trying to think of a quest to no avail, lol. Maybe next time.
Well, I appreciate it, Caretaker Wanted. Caretaker Wanted, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. I've been trying to think of a question, but to no avail. LOL. Maybe next time. Well, I appreciate it all the same, man. I truly do. I will consider that a silent support, and silent support means the world. Sorry about the burp talk. That's gross. But alright. Time to get going. I don't know. I might do a stream later tonight. A Lightspeed Lounge. We'll see. I'm not too sure. But if I do, I'll blast it out on Twitter. So, alright guys. Caretaker Wanted, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support. The Movie Critic Dude, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Game Station 3, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Star Wars Ramblings, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Neville Kitchen, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. DZ Ball Z, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Sully Hogs, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. William Aguilar, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. AT Chat, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. See how fast I can talk. Eric King, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Metalia, can't talk fast. Metalia 1, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Sully Hogs, once again, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. And John Patrick Alexander, thank you for becoming the latest fleet member. And I just realized that is off center. That is unprofessional. Let me move over that fleet member thing right there. There we go. Boom.
I don't know. Why casual?
If none of the characters question who Snoke is or where he came from, then why should the audience?
Game Station 3, thank you so much for the final super chat of the stream, man. I greatly appreciate that. If none of the characters question who Snoke is or where he came from, then why should the audience? I would still like to know where Snoke came from and all that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily think it's important to the narrative of the sequel trilogy. I think it's kind of important for... See, with Star Wars fans, it's kind of different than a lot of other fandoms, right? Star Wars fans, forever and ever, have been like... maybe spoiled is the wrong word, but spoiled with non-film material, right? Gaps filled in left and right in the most minute and just inconsequential ways. Oh, that guy's name is Wooher, and he's the bartender at the cantina, and his parents got killed by a droid, and that's why he doesn't like droids. Oh, cool. A lot of dumb shit, right? But Star Wars has always been that people plug in not necessarily holes, but like you know, just putting stories here and there. It's just always been a gap filler thing. So I think for the sake of people's desire and need for explanations and just a completely linear and explained canon, I think it would be good. I think it would be good to, you know, have some Snoke comics, books, and stuff like that. And there is no way they're not going to do that in the future. So, I guarantee we will eventually see a Snoke book, comic, game, something, right? No question. But Game Station 3, I appreciate that, man. Snoke is Darth Plagueis, obviously, right? Snoke is Mace Windu, right? All those theories came true. All right, guys, I got a jet. As always, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I got a video actually uploading tomorrow scheduled, and it's actually about Wooher, the Cantina bartender. Do you remember my Wilro Hood, a Star Wars story video? It's very similar to that. But, all right, guys. Take it easy. See ya.